Yo, what up? Just going through another day, and I'm on my walk early to the gym. But today, we're gonna see what words come out. And today's feature is this. Even though I'm a man broken in this land. Broke. Considering brokenness. My spirit is whole, my pockets is empty. No wheels I can ride on. No friends I can call. Hopeless in this flood where hope floats, I float on. Like I was Aquarius, but I'm not. Seems to me that things of this land are the same for me. Name tag reading, hi, my name is Tom. All bad things get blamed on Murphy. How am I the one that is peeping and blamed? A peeping Tom and an uncle also. Although I do have a nephew and his name is Canaan. That's a promise of God. Lie to you, I do not. But how can I be a peeping uncle if I wasn't even born? But considering my brokenness and broke words and my words broken like bread that they take, the wine that they drink, reflections on their sins, rewinding time like a record, invisible scratch pickle. Call me a DJ. Look how the earth rotates 360 degrees and rotates in cycles around the sun. My axis is axis, the light and the wheel of the candle around the cross. I am walking, and I'm walking with God. Who is your father, said Maury Povich. Seems my son is hip-hop. What a bastard. Uncle Tom never steered me wrong. When there was an opportunity for him to snitch, he never ratted. Rather became a martyr, twofold gang member, and Christian. Christ, 12 disciples, me and my niggas, do rags and head wraps. Back in Israel, we hiking. Where's my staff, said Moses. He was talking of his business, my business, a corporation, this corporation of spirits. These spirits be saving souls. Here's a coupon, keep it. Understand what I'm saying in these soliloquies because my name is Tom and I am broken. So broken, no one can fix me. Fix me so quickly before realizing I'm peculiar. And in my peculiarity, there's something wrong because I'm different. While on commercials and at colleges and in politics, we preach diversity. But the thing that's different with me isn't different at all. Everyone changed and I stayed quite normal because my name is Tom. Now I'm a peeping uncle. You see, when women get undressed, I'm quick to run to a window and look out of one. And if I happen to see her changing in the window with the window open, this isn't her disposition, but it's my perversion, because it's always Tom's fault, said the black men who were pointing at the Lord, because you'll be rejected by your own if you're chosen. And I haven't seen it in my lifetime outside of myself. You gotta get rejected by your family. These are elements that are ruled by spirits. They're not strong enough, but I can recognize what's real. Niggas holding up gang signs saying recognize real, but don't notice. I move like a ninja. Walking in the light, darkness can't seem to comprehend it. It's written in scripture. I walk right amongst them, fearless. I don't have the knuckles or the bone density or the height. And all my miraculous feats, I look average as far as muscles. You would never guess that I nearly do 400 sets in 1 hour when I'm feeling hyped up at my baseline. Moderate weight for a nigga that weigh 190. That's a lot of weight. 400 with 10 reps per set, 400 sets. I'm doing 4,000 things in 1 hour. I'm ineligible for a job. You could say a nigga Paul Bunyan. Here's the gospel. Look how I'm killing this matrix. You could see a nigga Neo, Tom Anderson, 1 block down, and my road is named Anderson Drive. Look how the matrix and the limbics of these words be nimble like gymnasts doing gymnastics. Dipping my spoon in a bucket with ice cream called dolls. This doll like an actress. It's the Olympics. I'm trying to somersault. Salt of the earth is the term for a Christian. The way you move is very important. Niggas don't notice, but always seem to notice when you do something. That's a spirit, not the individual or the dead flesh that the spirit is inside of. So be aware and notice. Always watch your 6 and notice you're always watched. So what type of evil can happen to a Christian if I'm watched by all my enemies? Am I their only enemy? If not, then as they enter and come towards me, there's 90 niggas looking for them. Listen, all you big titty nurses in the churches, and get breastfed by these words of a peeping uncle. You see, my name is Tom, and I also happen to be a black man. My history was removed, and isn't it interesting? I got the blame of being a rat in common society where I never was, but I was the one that never snitched. Look how black people don't have the history and reject me, even down to a byword. But here I walk and I see them in a courtroom spilling like a fountain drink all the information on their homies, and they look more street than I could ever look street with they fast face tattoos in their jewelry. I got holes in my pants and I walk 4 miles to the gym. Seem like a slave to me, but I am the rat. No jury, no money, not even a part-time job. More American than a patriot. I built this on my back. You could call a nigga Atlas, but I'll settle for Tom, cause I ain't no actress. I don't wanna be famous. Don't notice me at all. I'm just a fly on the wall, looking fly as flies do. Normal. Not shiny, shiny teeth, nothing new. Not whining like you when I don't get my soup. If there was a Tom around me, that Tom you didn't know, even if that Tom was a rat. Wait a minute, that sounds like the FBI. I'm not one of those either. Are you an asset? Seems like something's going on. My name is Tom. I'm an uncle, you see. Uncle means that I'm a rat and I'm a snitch. But where did this information come from? Nobody ever asked. Seems they're coming after me, but their intelligence, in fact, is missing. What are you fucking with? You could have more skills than Vader, but it wouldn't matter if you're an idiot. I'll stomp you out if you come as a million Vaders. One nigga like a stormtrooper, moving like Leviathan, laughing. Talking all your shit with your marbles loose with nothing to base a foundation on. But a lie saying that you're Christian, but you're a Christian I didn't know. If I don't go to church and I don't know Christians, then I only know Christians by the spirit that I know. And if I don't know your spirit, I'm asking old questions older than those time travelers. Where did you come from? Where have you been? You said to and fro. That's what the devil said in the Bible. Little did you know, Figaro, by the words that you spoke, you don't know, you already over. I'm whispering out loud. Your accents and punctuations and demographics of your speech sounds like a serpent, you still hissing. You say one thing but mean the other, and therefore there goes the forked tongue, yo. Sticking it into your Jacob's organ, but I ain't talking about dragons, I'm talking about niggas. Seems this nigga seem to be the hardest nigga I ever seen or ever heard from the suburbs. He walk along, he don't have a committee or a council. Word has it that he's alone, we should jump him. But I'm scared to death, so I'm gonna send my cronies. Not even them white boys is fucking with this nigga. White people came to a lynching to get a nigga and put him in a kitchen in the stove. They were cannibals. Gangster can't even run, his pants falling down to his ankles, chain swinging by his ding. Of my life and of this sweet chain in my pants, I must keep my possessions, 'cause I'm possessed by them. Look at that spirit. That I will struggle to run and lose my life amongst the clan for that glow. I don't even know about my intelligence when fear hits unexpectedly, and that chain with the lightest reflection of light made of ice. Check the drip I said in the music video, and they're looking like hunters into the bushes, just as the moon reflects a little bit off that ice and it shines and put a glimmer on the sniper. Out they come with the bloodhounds and the ropes. And right behind these motherfuckers came this nigga like John Wayne with a rope saying let's hang, and all the white people broke like they were balls on a pool table. Who the fuck is that nigga? Word is it that nigga's a rat? Even though I never heard that, I'm possessed by these spirits and this chain on my neck. You could say I'm not quite in fact as Amistad as my gang culture and all the things I learned about gangs and what gangs are about. Knowing my black history, still can't seem to get them chains off. Word is it, this nigga's a peeping uncle. We should check him, in fact. But what should we check him for? He's not affiliated at all. This nigga like a ghost that I seen every movie on, from Equalizer to John Wick and Batman. And I think I wanna fuck with this very average kid. Psychosis and neurosis, I already shot my bullets if you didn't notice, and it's all inside your head. Think about it, nigga, how them anxieties rolling around. Then you come up 6'7", 300 pounds, thinking you know something, and I'm laughing with my very little muscles, looking very average, pulling you like you got roast ears on the side of your head, knowing that your ears are broken. Like my life. You never notice, and you coming up like a zombie, acting like you strong. Your movements are stiff. You walk like you got rigor mortis. There's no life inside that vessel. Blessings. Many guns on the street. 38 in my pocket, that's a cannon. The Bible, the scriptures, I got that nickel back to put in your back for that refund. Leave no evidence for the detective. Make sure you pick up that trash. That shell is pollution, sir. You got arrested because you lacked noticing the details, and you want to walk to me knowing that I pay my taxes. That's not you and me, that's you versus the boys and blue and those policies, because where will taxes come next year? And we were worried about the mafia, but we all pay the taxes. Whoa. You see, I didn't pick up your code of the streets. Nah. Nor am I affiliated with the police. Nah. I am kind of like Switzerland, but everybody wanted to fuck with me and got fucked by God. Now we all believe, and the demons are raising their hand like they at a hip hop concert. This is a stick up, I'm holding up my gun. You said, hold up, I thought this nigga was from suburbs. Now I gotta pull out my wallet. And I said, yes, please tithe, tip the church. Here comes the offering. Niggas catching COVID inside of the temple of the church. You could say the breath of life got coughed out of them. Whoa, that's a coffin. Coffin. You're born amongst science in a hospital. You return to the church often. Isn't that interesting? Earth incarnate. Then you go back to where you came from and you don't even remember. Sleeping with all my children that I created in the spirit, except a couple. That would be Jesus Christ. You know we had to get Moses. This man that you put pressure on and oppressed by your people rather die than be immortal and stuck here with these niggas, and these chicks are so high-minded. What does it say about the men that they date? Wait, when I say men, I'm specifying mankind, doesn't mean about they member, because we know they're lesbian. Most of these niggas that's so literate still don't understand Genesis. This is a Genesis that's bringing conception to your thought. There should be a baby shower with these flows and all the thoughts and images and visions running through your head through this very average Uncle Peeping snitch. Hear ye, what Uncle Tom saith to the churches. You niggas wouldn't allow me into your church for a message if I was dead and I came in a casket. Cremation, that fire comes after one's ended. But for you, it might be a lake in which you perish. For that which you done, you don't know who you affecting one of my servants with my spirit inside of it. Struggling with things, eating this very basic diet, going stir crazy, nowhere to place my mind. I turned it to wine, then fire out of my bosom, casting down these devils like a nigga was Ghost Rider. Now, hear what Uncle Tom said to the churches, since I had to be a sniper and I wasn't invited. Much of the church is black. I was unexpected, like the white man that came in and shot it up. Now I will sit from the distances with my one eye, and you could call me Kano, looking out of that scope, just so I can hear the word. It's this spiritual warfare. I ain't here to shoot anybody. Or is there insecurity and knowledge of me? And when I go to a church, niggas get on their tippy toes. Hoo-ha! Busting rhymes out of my bazooka tooth. I'm like a Aesop rock. You teaching a whole bunch of fables. Yeah. Uncle what? Uncle Tom. Considering the pictures of Uncle Sam, this is my summer. Put your life in that collection offering. I had no pesos to put inside. You see, I couldn't get a job. Put your chin out and your chest out just like I did and face the spiritual world. Black man, you only been facing mortals. I'm unimpressed. Even a nigga from the suburbs, the level of your toughness, nigga, my chakra, I'm floating up like Vegeta. Floating up like Vegeta. Growing up like some weed. Bundle the weeds and throw them into the furnace for burning. That's an offering. I'm getting high. Look at the altitude of my thoughts. You on a train of thoughts, I'm flying on a plane, my plane transforming to a UFO. Look at the concepts and the topics and the spirits that are wrought in each of these sessions. You can't handle 2 minutes. I'm just walking to the gym. All I did was press record. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was going a little bit early, trying to see this chick named Ice Cream. Honestly, nobody fucking notices me. I move like a ninja. But I got caught up in the situation. Now I'm walking quite basic. Don't know when I will get there. My day is out of focus. I'm in my PJs and taking a shower by 10 a.m. every day. Ready for the next day to walk to the gym, to do one exercise at a time. From my mind to my body, sitting in the same position on the same couch that's worn in on the same side, watching YouTube non-premium. What will I do with this mind? For most, idle time is a dangerous plane, a playground that you play with the devil. How long I've been playing with matches, can't seem to find a matchbook. Like I said, I haven't seen myself before. I watch cars drive listlessly. One Jeep just drove from one subdivision to the next subdivision next door. He wasn't going nowhere and he waited at the street for 5 minutes. These things don't make sense. I apologize for getting distracted. Let's hear what Uncle Tom say into the churches I don't know. I don't have knowledge of churches. I'm not invited anymore. For what reasons, I don't know. This knowledge I'm not privy to. It must be a secret. So what does that tell me about churches and the people who go there? All niggas say that they got discernment. The one that said that he didn't have it got it the most. And I'm not understanding what type of discernment you got. The only discernment you got is to get your money in your pocket. And I notice, looking at the rest of your life, money was placed at the top as a priority, and it should not. Money should be an asset. Your assets are assets that are people. Do you think that you are Jesus Christ? Do you think you could ride to Calvary on a donkey? I'm laughing at government agents. From asses to assets that are asses, I'm laughing. You jackasses of promise. This is dickhead entertainment. Spread your cheeks and assume the position and act surprised with your mouth and your jaw dropped open, bitch. What do you see? A face with no facial expression, just a mouth to receive. Fuck you niggas. Now, at the breakdown of society when everybody sleeps during the 13th hour, let me tell you, kitty, something. The world, all these doctors and lawyers, astronauts and high tax brackets also seems to wear certain colors fully, like a whole green shirt or a whole yellow one or a whole red one or a whole blue one. Didn't you notice that society's color coded? Now we think about your crayons, but these colors are not divided necessarily when you wear them. Lest your skin is the color of one, we put them all together when it comes to battle of the sexes and our sexuality, only in the caste system, for what caste system is false, based on false representation and racism. Do we not respect diversity, and in all other ways we respect the spectrum? What type of vitamin are you taking, by the way? That shows you that racism is false. Listening to my words one time, this is compartmentalized and tree topping. You have to listen to them a lot. These are epiphanies and concepts in which you have to meditate in the mind just to get it. To communicate this shit is too articulate. My intricacy is impossible. I'm taking the word and I've put it close to my heart. Out of my bosom, drunken style, kung fu, I'm drinking wine. And out of my bosom, the wine becomes fire. Jackie Chan, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Chicks' minds in a lock, master lock. Master Key, Key Club member, secret societies, organizations, fraternities, sororities. These chicks locked up like a chastity belt. And I'm like King Arthur, where is my sword? I just wanted some leg. Now I gotta turn into Mario and start killing some dragons. I'm halfway psychologically back to Disney just to get me a taco. How is that possible in this the same world that I was born in? Sounds like I'm in another realm, like my name was Scorpion and this is Mortal Kombat. I'm coming like that nigga from Drive. Hear ye, hear ye. What? Uncle Tommy saith to the churches. Communication, institutions. My gift ain't institutions. My gift is bodies that go in there looking for solutions from a man misplacing subtly their faith in the members instead of in God. Having a relationship with church instead of having a relationship with God. These things be so subtle from doctors to doctrine. And does that doctrine match the scripture? Profile pics take the picture. Everybody gets hired for a job. Who does the selecting would be better than who gets selected if you understood. Understanding people supersedes following the money, but following the money gives you a pathology. Understanding the people give you a precursor. From seasoning my meat when I beat, no Worcestershire. These niggas is in the streets is unique with their grills. White boys that hide in certain places with no zip codes. Eat more barbecue than the average nigga. I couldn't say nigga, I'm more confused. Maybe that's why many English names are really from Africa. You Canaanites got it backwards, and that's a reflection, and I understand that. Thank you for learning my history so I can learn where I came from. But you, we don't know. Hear ye, I hear ye. As I walk into the day of jail. Nag damn it. My damn arthritis. Gotta catch in my hip hand. Suzanne acting so damn violent. Oh, them cat damn baby diapers. I'm just an average white boy from the summer of Ham. Yes, he was progenitor of the dark races, that's for sure. But that's still my dad. You see, Vader is the stormtrooper as a stormtrooper is to Vader. Is to me as to my father who is Ham. You see my last name is Smith. James Earl Jones started my family tree. Then I became a patriot, the treasury to the United States, and I got paid. All my blood, sweat, and tears and my frontier justice, I try so hard to be put in front. You see, I'm top of the line. Always in competition, and my schism, insecurity, but that insecurity, nobody knows. Why are you peacocking so hard? And who are you peacocking for? Certainly not these goats for their manager. Oh. Look how I pick up this cannon and I blast all these potholes in a nigga. You could put me anywhere. You could put me in jail or in prison by the dynamics of my wisdom in that system. I'm running Aryans like I understand chess. Not a one dare put their hands on me. Testing this nigga with this spirit is like testing Caesar the ape and Planet of them. Falling for the same mistake that you made in the garden, looking on the outside. Then you will be falling by my hand in the spirit that's inside me. And the spirit inside of me may look like Caesar. That's mixed with vampire, Captain America, Galactus, and Ghost Rider inside of my chest. With the boots of the speedster like Flash from Greek mythology, comprised of electricity, no matter. Not knowing that though this very average man does 4,000 things in 59 minutes, yet around my town, I am the slowest of walkers. Isn't it interesting that even the elderly can outwalk me at their baseline? Notice a thing that I speak, I do not walk slow. Anybody that knows me from the gym knows I move like a ballpoint pen. It's effortless. I glide like a UFO. So how am I being outwalked by these very ordinary men? Who takes half the steps and travels 4 times the distance? I'm clocking their steps. Like a sniper in the distance. A gun, I don't really have one. Not the one that you would think of. Hunter by hunter, my power is nin. A nin you could feel quite instantly. So I have to consider the ways in I walk. Most of the times when I get upset, I can't engage. It don't hit the same way when I do it. And I'm not a professional contender. I ain't talking about throwing punches, but I throw like a pitcher. You waiting for these flows coming out late looking drenched, but not noticing. That's the establishment of your mind that you run around town with. And I'm trying to help you. You bite the hand that confused you, calling it a rat, when really that rat was simply trying to help you. And the things that are secret are obvious. In order for me to know the secrets, you will have to give me knowledge, and that knowledge is a lie. Obviously, by the continence of the things that I say. And the things that are obvious. The only secret is, though the secret does not lie, it definitely doesn't tell the truth either. Just because it's not wrong doesn't make it necessarily right. So subtle. Such an interesting shade, the edge of the blade, to be so subtle that you could be small enough to lay in between its widths. Are the might and force, it would appear, of this system or its angels. How good is your eyesight? How quick are your reflexes? You're gathering up anger from a 7-nation army to fight a nigger that cast out spirits. I'll turn you into a 4-year-old in less than 6 seconds. What's my RPM? I stand in Missouri, but I can snipe a person in Japan. What is my range of thought? And is it telepathic? In what ways would we notice? And what ways would we know it? And in what ways would it sound like madness? And if it's madness, then I cannot be put up on charges. But if I can be put up on charges, then you will have to defy your entire system, disclaiming supernatural things, supernatural resources. Where do you get your knowledge? UFO spaceships, the whole nine, just to come at me. Then look who's automatically on my side. By your privilege, and who did you bite? Those who are behind me, based upon default of your ousting. What secrets are you speaking of that I'm speaking that you gotta declassify? Therefore, the rat isn't I, but you're looking in a mirror, and Ray, that would be you. You would be the one declassifying what you say in secret councils that I don't know about. That's why I said, tell me about myself, because nobody looks at a mirror for the sake of how beautiful a mirror is, lest they buy it for the house. But after they buy it for the house, no thoughts of the house any further, or the mirror they put in it, only they image and its imperfections in the image, so we can lie to society. Tell me about myself so I can know about you and your archetypes of psychology, where you came from, what your face looks like, and what are your plans also. And I won't tell you that you're wrong either, and therefore you have more information, and what I did wasn't wrong, nor was it necessarily right. It's beyond the entire topic and motivated not by myself. What is a master mason, and when can I become a master of anything? What are the dynamics of my attention deficit? Why are my grades so bad? Please tell me if I didn't pay attention in the education system I know about pronouns and that part was taught wrong, evidently. Or was I uninterested in lies? Only you would have that knowledge, but that knowledge is a secret. But since you haven't moved and all the things I said, it would show your inferiority and the fact that you've been conquered. Now your secrets are exposed. They just don't know what secrets they are and how deep those secrets go. The most important fighting style, best fighting style, is of 5D circumstances where I take my stance. Oats. And God tells me be still and I don't move like a tree. I'm still like, you still trying to figure out how to get your shit together. I'm laughing like Isaac, the child from Abraham that was delivered from sacrifice. Name Isaac means God laughs. Did you know that? That's a promise. How many of these niggas in this land is brain dead? And if they were brain dead, how the fuck would they know it? All they know is evil of their psychosis they don't recognize. What's wrong with you though? I always gotta start from an aptitude or position of perfect to measure. Who's humble? And how good is their judgment or understanding the measurements of this world? From colleges to acknowledgments, these niggas like Masons. You came to get information. All you got was a head full of accolades. God is very impressed. Here's a round of applause. Sorry. I thought the safety was on. Now a man is dead. There goes your religion of mine. This don't have to do with gang things, but of gang things, I will say, I have been here before. Let me tell you something. We had rivalries back in the day in this system long time ago, and those rivalries still live. Spirits come into people around the people that you know. Now, the people that you know all act like heathens, and targeted individuals are like a suicide club. They vessel, they faces look the same. They wait till you get hired, then they transpose. The bottle is the same, but they change the continents, and those continents are familiar. You can't seem to escape them. From work till you go, then those spirits jump into individuals back at your home and your landlord. These are called ride-alongs. Be glad, find your Bible. That would mean out of the mercy of God, He has placed a seal on your vessel so you can't get possessed. Now look at this apocalypse and speculate the massacre. How many niggas you know act regular? And how many niggas you know act like yourself? That has a common psychology and a state of mind that is practically baseline that have nothing to do with this world. Now check your measurements again. Are the things I say quite accurate? And then when I speak of spirits, is it more particular and precise? Ask the journey, who has many interesting things to say about me, but why would she? She doesn't know me at all. I haven't even talked about her, but I can tell she's talking about multiple people and who she's talking about. With the Spirit of God, you can separate and discern spirits. She's a bottle full of them. When she makes videos, and she makes videos in defense, but doesn't specify who she's talking about, and other niggas comment and say, yeah, that was a demon. How would you know you're still looking for people to blame targeting? You missed it. You definitely don't know spirits, although I say congratulations, you've gotten more spiritual. One of those spirits she was talking about was me. And if you pay attention, her insecurity is over her works, which is works that are intense with spices and incense. And I won't proclaim what the unorthodox cephalopod is, but I did priorly before. That is a woman in red who kills the saints. That spirit, not her, is attached to your targeting. These niggas dying in the streets, they're dying because of her. This mystery is in the Bible, in the book of Revelation. We are experiencing revelation on a spiritual scale. It's just that people so spiritually dead when I tell them I'm 3 years in advance. If you see things spiritually, they will be happening, but not happening until the physical drops down a symptom that came from the spiritual world. But I won't be your prophet. You niggas can just fall. I come like the winter. I'm like that bitch Hell in the movie Thor. I come with a nip. The edge of a blade, the slice of a sword. I do know a reaper, and I know myself, and I know my flesh, and I do know the Lord. Hopefully you could tell the difference. Even a nigga from the suburbs, my problem's quite different. Yours typical that you could go to a community for that any other nigga will understand you. Mine you never heard of, more so innumerous, more so outnumbered. Don't get shit twisted. You ain't really been out there dodging bullets, but I have. It's like our lives are crisscrossed and I got the worst of both halves. Then you think you gon' judge me and call me Uncle Tom. I ain't your family, nigga. I ain't stalking you. This is indirect, just speaking to the many targets that try to stab me in my back between my blades and got cut. I speak these words, and these words are like psalms for you nerds that eat candy. Candy I can't get, but women I do a lot. Watching the resources of this earth and this world get ripped apart by niggas that don't respect it, sloppy with drippy dick, doing lines of cocaine with their head. Not the one that you thinking about, and then dipping it in that pool, fucking up the pH balance. Then, by the time y'all niggas always catch up to me, and I'm right, I'm so far along that when you get back to me, I'm ready to spit in your hand. But round town act like you got so much dignity, not knowing this nigga with problems could see right through you. Considering rats, you should fear what the fuck I can do to you. You fucking idiot. I could put you on a fucking slab. Manifest shit in your life, turn you backwards, x-ray you. You just a copy of a million others otherwise without the spirit of life. I've seen all this shit before. I'm so bored, I'm not impressed to do it. Not even out of vengeance or retaliation. You niggas just don't movie you like a wave. There's many things I can do. I always get in trouble from the gym to individuals from motherfucking niggas who believe that I'm trying, and I can see their strength by what they assess. If you really want to see me upset, surely you could find it. I know you want to look. But my demons ain't your demons, and your demons is Leviathan. And you can't even get there to be possessed. I'm possessed by the Spirit of God. My calamity comes from his hand. This shit is a different set of scary. He created all the creatures that claim you're strong. Older than all of them, smarter, quicker, more wiser. When I tell my family I need a thing right then, they don't know who they listening to. Not all the time, and I will admit when it's not myself, but listen, a lot of the time, I don't know why I'm asking. I'm asking because it is what it is. I'm doing what I'm told. If circumstances in your life start to fall apart, then you have understanding, but not understanding in the right way to know where to focus, so your shit just gets worse. I know what is exactly happening to you. I told you I'm not going to worship you to go to the store. People take my advice, then kick me in a gutter. This is not to individuals, but to the spirits that inhibit them. To that woman, I say, overcome, lest you will be used, then turned out a martyr, then end up in bad places because you listen to the wrong voices. Oh. I comment out of concern. Again, you forget this fire too quick. Don't bite the hands that feed you. I am only Uncle Tom. My power level is minimal, like it ought to be. Thank God. Maybe you can catch the subliminal. I move like a ninja. What's wrong with you, though? That's a lot of theatrics. Those noises you make, real vain, a whole lot of screams. You sound like you should be into acoustics. All I hear is noises. Nothing to profit from, no information at all. I've been rhyming now for approximately a little more than 2 miles without a problem. Now I just speak like this. I'm just speaking. I'm not even trying. Whatever comes out, and I let it out. That's the purge. If you get slayed, that's your fault. What the fuck are you listening or even following me for? I don't even got Twitter. You birds need to know. Birds want the words more than they want the bread. The both are synonymous in scripture, though. The one who gets ignored is the one who's wanted most. Oftentimes when it comes to the opposite sex. I'm not your celebrity. I don't put myself out there. But you think I'm going after you. Rethink how you thinking before you think you know how to think like me enough to overview what I'm thinking. If you don't remember what I've said or kept up with everything that I've talked about, then you're out of jurisdiction by far. Again, I'm trying to help you. Uncle Tom was not only a saint, but a saint that was a martyr. The reflection of his life, not that much different than Jesus Christ. Considering slaves and times, the epiphany, think of now. Not one that would have snitched on Young Thug. Yet when something goes wrong, it's Uncle Tom's fault, isn't it? And if somebody is watching, then it's Tom that's watching. Seems like Uncle Sam has done a good job. They don't even talk about Murphy anymore. They just talk about Tom. I guess that's my fault as well. Niggas need to rethink how they thinking about coming at me. I remember a day before things changed quite recently within the past 3 years. 3 years ago, I would even say 2 years ago, everything you've seen on YouTube was a top 10. Not everything, but mostly we had top 10s. When you see it was a top 10. Now everyone's doing top 11s. That didn't happen because of Stranger Beings. That happened to my podcast, and my podcast only gets 20 views. Isn't that interesting that I am so ignored? I got more pussy than I can deal with. I'm not falling for this shit. My faith is my bootstraps. At most, I can lean like Mike Jackson. 2 red cups. That's as far as I go, and I ain't falling for no one. Peace and blessings with you all. Now everything is, now everything is top 11. Everybody's doing top 11s. Look on the internet. Peace and blessings be with you all. You know 11's my number. I'm out.